So, I've thought about doing video logging for a long time, and because I've always thought that I've had important things to say. I thought, oh, you gotta have the right camera, you gotta have the right lighting, do your hair, wear the right clothes, put on makeup, figure all that stuff out. Make sure you've got stuff planned that you need to say. However, today moved me. It moved me where I have something to say that I can't wait for lights or camera or lighting. I'm humbled today because I was with 3 other people that I don't know their names, and we didn't exchange phone numbers or anything at all like that, but me and these 3 other people tried desperately to save a man's life today. And we weren't able to. And it's probably a blessing for him because he was really injured. And why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because on the Malahat there was this accident. When Margot and I were going up island, and it got stuck. And of course, what happens when the traffic gets stuck on the Malahat? Everybody gets upset. Why is something happened on the Malahat again? Why is this? Why is that? And you're talking about how inconvenienced your life is. I'm sorry that you're upset because you're late, or your plans are changing, or something else is that, and you're thinking about yourself. Well, I got out of my car to when we had stopped there, because I couldn't find out what was going on, and I ran because I saw this accident, and I said, does somebody need medical help? And they're like, yes. I threw off my nice, beautiful jacket. I threw it in the middle of the highway. Whatever, it didn't matter. And I come to find that I'm the first person there out of all these people to give this man help. Finally, somebody's arriving at, just right after that with a first aid kit. And I was quickly joined by someone else. Man, I wish I knew who he was. He'd been there. He said it's his 3rd time that he's helped on the Malahat. When we're trying to stop his bleeding from his leg, and we're trying to give him CPR so his heart will stay pumping, which is what you have to do to keep that brain alive, right? And then we've got 2 other people that join because the car is so badly damaged. I'm having to keep parts of the car out of the way so that these guys can try and help keep this man alive. There's 4 people, and all they're doing is thinking about keeping this man alive. And all the people that are on the Malahat are thinking, how much longer are we going to be here? Oh my God, this has gotten in the way of my plans. I should have done this, or I should have done that, or what an inconvenience. I've never lost a life. And I understand that happens, and he was very badly injured. And there are things I will never forget. And I will reach out for help because I'm smart enough to know that. And I wish I knew those 3 wonderful guys that I was with, because we all encouraged each other. Together we worked so hard, and we counted, and said what a great job to each other. We just really communicated. 3 men who'd never met each other, and me talking to each other, just encouraging each other about what a great job we were doing. And this wonderful gentleman who had the emergency on the on the phone, and they were talking to us and helping us too, while we desperately waited for them to get there. And it's, we pretty much knew that he wasn't alive. But you don't give up. And there's was no choice. The highway was closed, and so we had to come back down. Fortunately, we were able to have come back down. And the woman, she's been transported, and she was badly injured. And I had this moment today out of all this that for, I don't know how long it was, my life was touched by these other people. One left us. 3 people I may, by some chance, connect with again. And a woman who lost her husband today. I'd love to be able to connect with her and talk to her again, because she was in shock and she didn't remember talking to me in the car when I talked to her outside the car before she went back into the ambulance. All of those lives came on a karmic connection, being in one place at the same time. And I wasn't a passenger in a vehicle going, oh man, I'm wasting my time stuck on this highway. Or they need to make better improvements to the road. Or talking about what should be done or what shouldn't be done, because today I did something. Today I did something that mattered. Today I got out of my car and I ran. I ran because nobody else had. They sat in their cars. They sat in their cars and they complained about why they were stopped. They got on their phones and they checked to see what was wrong. They didn't get out. I'm trying to help. So please, go get your first aid training. Go get your CPR training. It's not that expensive. Ask your work to cover it, or just cover it yourself. It's, learn how to help other people. Know that it's your responsibility to save other people's lives. Please don't wait. Please don't sit there and be part of complaining. Please be part of the people that get up and do something. We had 3 of us had an embrace afterwards. And then we were gone. I had to talk to the police, check in with them. Had to check in with the ambulance guy just briefly. And then that was it. People just went back to their respectful lives or whatever it is that other people are doing right now. And I hope that they are smart enough to reach out for some help, because that's what I'm going to do. This impacted me so much. I'll never forget. Being unable to do some things because of the damage that was done to that man today. You are not always prepared for everything when you take your first aid. I've seen tragedy, don't get me wrong. But I was not prepared for that today. So please, don't sit in your car if you're close to an accident, bitching about why it's an inconvenience to you. If you have first aid, get out and do something. If you don't have first aid and you care about people, go get it. It's not that hard. I think alert first aid or Red Cross. Just go get it. And please be part of the solution. Please don't be part of the complaining. There was nothing that we could have done today, I don't think, to save that man. What that woman knows is that we did everything that we could, and we never gave up. And as I left him and I said my words to him, I know that I'm peaceful with how that went. And I thank the other guys that were there with me, because they were so great, and they thanked me in turn, like we all thanked each other. And I'm grateful and I'm humbled. And while this may be blathering on, and I'm sorry if you're still here watching it, I just want you to know that there's lots of ways to save lives in this world. And if you can learn first aid and CPR as part of the way that you can save lives, please do. One day that might be somebody close to you, and you'll be so thankful you knew how to do that.